In Ukraine, one traditional custom that Ukrainians like to offer to guests that enter their home is some bread with some salt on top to their guests that they have invited. For my art project, I have created a pancake in the shape of the country of Ukraine, and I have dyed it to match the colors of the flag. As you can tell, the top portion of the flag is basically just like a blue stripe, and the bottom part is a yellow stripe. And the colors are very bright, vibrant. It was just kind of hard to make the blue super blue with just food dye. Breads are actually pretty important in Ukraine. They give it to people for special occasions. They have many uses for them, and for example, like when a couple gets married, their parents will bring some bread with a hollowed out part in the middle to hold salt and give it to the bride. Salt represents hardship, and Ukrainians can definitely tell you they've been through a lot of hardship. From Poland, from Russia, they've been through a lot, and they're going on. They have a war going on between Ukraine and Russia right now, because Ukraine used to be under the USSR or Soviet reign, and in 1991 they declared independence from them. And then in 2014 something happened. I don't know why I'm blanking out, but that's kind of where the conflict started, when college students started standing up and fighting for their own independence. And if you wanted to go check it out, it's really cool. It's a crazy conflict, but it's so touching and so powerful, because they're peacefully protesting, but they're standing up for their own tradition and own identity, and it's just kind of beautiful how it just shines through. And that kind of beauty can be seen throughout their land. They have a beautiful landmass with rich, fertile soil, and they actually have 25% of the world's black soil, which is really cool, and there's a reason why they're called the breadbasket of Europe. They do export a lot of the food and crops that they grow and harvest to other European countries. So they're a big exporter. It's the food that they grow and raise in their own country, which is just gorgeous. If you look across, they'll be lands of gold. They just, that's definitely one major thing in their economy. There's actually different kinds of pancake dishes in Ukraine that Ukrainians love to make. One of them is called Mealtime. And by the way, the kind of pancakes they like to make are not like American pancakes. They might be similar to them in how they're made, but the majority of them don't even look like American pancakes. So anyway, Mealtime. You can put anything in there, really. It's kind of like a, what's the word for it? It's kind of like a crepe, but you can put berries on top, like cherries. You can put meats, potatoes, and then their favorite, sour cream. There's a latke, which looks like American pancakes, but they're fried, and they're pretty fluffy and buttered, it's really cool. And then they have vareniki, which are dumplings, and I don't know if Annie's gonna watch this, but it's really similar to the dumplings she made and brought to the Friday before all of our classes went online, and that was really cool because I don't know, I thought it was really cool that I got to try a traditional dish. And so thanks, Annie. They're filled with berries, but they can also be filled with potatoes, without the berries, of course, or meat. Meat is a very prominent sort of food in their culture, and vegans and vegetarians will have a hard and difficult time in Ukraine just because of how common meat is in their dishes. There are ways to accommodate it, but Ukrainians are very strong in their identity, values, and traditions. So if you ever do visit there, don't expect them to, I guess, accommodate you or any vegan tendencies, if that makes sense. So yeah, you can also put sour cream in it, because they love their sour cream. And it's usually boiled, but it can be fried, though rarely. And usually we associate pancakes with breakfast, which I think they have these dishes for breakfast sometimes, because they're bread dishes. But usually in Ukraine, breakfast just consists of breads, butter, very light, and with coffee. They usually have breakfast between 7 and 10, and then lunch they have between noon and 3, but they call it dinner. And then supper they have between 5 and 8. And I think that's really interesting that they have dinner for lunch and supper for dinner, because a lot of my family members confuse those terms with the meals. So I'm guessing it's just based on their heritage and culture that they learned it from. Tradition has definitely evolved around food and culture, and they're very conservative and a very traditional country. They hold on to their family values, so they definitely view mealtime as a time to get together, a time to love one another, and just a time to spend with loved ones. As a result of that, restaurants are normally reserved for special occasions, and yeah. Not all families farm, not all families are self-sustaining, so they have local markets, which are also called bazaars, where they sell their fresh food, vegetables, all of that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this.